Afternoon again, guys. It's Wayne from Wayne Peter Sports Therapy, Activate Gym and the New Saints. Firstly, I hope everyone is well. It's a bit of a testing time for everyone. Secondly, I want to thank everyone that's been looking at my videos, commenting on them and giving me great feedback, and please keep that response coming in, keep those requests coming in, and I'll try and help wherever I can. Today we're going to look at what is, I would say, the number one thing I see coming through my private clinic door, and also what accounts for 11% of cases in GP surgeries, and that's lower back pain. Okay, there's many reasons for lower back pain, and it's not a one-fits-all scenario. It can be from a serious pathology, it could just be down to minor biomechanical and muscular deficiencies. But the main thing is, if you are suffering from lower back pain, and that lower back pain doesn't improve, or it gets worse over a number of weeks, and is accompanied by other symptoms such as numbness, tingling, weakness in the legs, loss of balance even, or even loss of bowel control, then it is imperative that you seek medical advice and maybe see your GP. Now, lower back pain is something that I've suffered with in the past, and I'm sure maybe 99% of you have too. And during my period, I had to come up with a little bit of a mobility session, stretching session to try and ease that and get me through that period. So all we're going to do today is I'm just going to go through that session that I prepared for myself. Now, I'm not saying it's the panacea, it's not going to cure you, but hopefully what I've done might ease that pain for you, or ease that discomfort that you do get. So we'll go through it. I won't go through every exercise and go through all the repetitions, because we'll be here all day. So I'll demonstrate the exercise, talk you through it, and we'll go through the whole routine from start to finish and see what you think. So please give me your feedback on that. We'll zoom out. Excuse me if we get the tractors and my homemade golf nets in the background. Okay. So firstly, we're going to go on to our back, which is called what we call in the trade supine position. Okay, and we're going to just start with some gentle mobility to start with. Literally, I'm going to lie in the middle, and I just want you to lift your pelvis up off the floor and then slowly put it down, and that's just neutralising your pelvis into a nice neutral position. From there, shoulders on the floor, arms out if you like. We're just going to rock from side to side, really relaxing. Again, this session can be done in front of the TV, on the floor, in the bedroom. You know, there's no limit to how often you do it, no limit really to the amount of reps and times you spend stretching. As I said, I find it very beneficial myself. So just rocking from side to side there. Just to start moving those muscles, activating them. Again, I usually do about 20 times in total, 10 on each side. And then from there, what we're going to do then, I make it a little bit more difficult. Again, if you're really suffering with acute lower back pain, maybe don't want to try this one, but if you can, what we're going to do is going to bring our knees up to 90 degrees in that position. Same again, arms straight out to stabilise you, and we're just going to lower, keeping our shoulders on the floor, rotating all the way down, back up, resisting those knees from falling to the ground. Don't just let them drop. We resist those knees nice and slowly. This will help you build up a little bit of that strength in that lower back. What's technically known as the lumbar spine. Okay, and again, probably about 12 times, 6 on each side, I would do that. Still, lying on our back. We're going to do the stretch that we did the other day. Okay, so I'm going to bring my left leg over onto my right side. I'm going to take my right arm, shoulders on the floor, right arm onto my knee. I'm just going to rotate and pull that knee down with my right hand, down towards the ground, keeping my shoulders on the floor, feeling that stretch now through that lower quadrant. Pulling down holding that stretch for about 10 to 15 seconds. Don't overstretch. Breathing as we do it and relaxing as we do it. Take it to that, what we call, or I like to use a clutch point on a car. Take it to that bike point and just gently pull into that and just hold it there. 10 to 15 seconds, deep breath. Relax and slowly come out of the stretch. Don't rush out of the stretch. Same on the other side. Right leg over to left side, left arm, and over we pull. 10 to 15 seconds, deep breath. Relax. Come out to the stretch, deep breath. Relax. And again, 3 or 4 times on that stretch is great. So that's what we're doing on our back. Now we're going to turn over now and go on to our front, what we call prone, or what I like to call prone. Okay, just going to start some mobility now. So we're going to look at going through the lumbar spine, which is the bottom portion. Well, the second from bottom portion of your lower back, of your back, and then we're going to go into the mid portion of your back as well. We're going to do some mobility through that. That's called the thoracic spine. So, to our front now, what we're just going to start, I'm just going to like to do this little bit of mobility, and you might, yogis out there will know some of the moves, but we're just going to go into a little ball to start. So nice and tight, bringing your chin into your chest, pushing your lower back down towards your heels, really curling tightly into that ball. Deep breath in, and then we're going to extend chin to the floor, and we're going to extend up into like a cobra position, pushing those hips in towards the ground, really extending that spine. Holding that again for about 10 seconds, breathing as we do it. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we go back, we're going to go breathe out, and into that ball again. Nice and tight, pulling that chin in, deep breath, and chin to the floor, chest up, and push those hips into the floor. And again, I do that about 5 or 6 times, really extending that spine now, really pushing, feeling that stretching that lower back. You can tilt that head back if you like as well. So we're going from one extreme of spinal flexion, got all the vertebrae there, feeling like each vertebrae is opening up. Okay, so we're flexing the spine there into a big extension. So we're taking it all the opposite way. 5, 6 times, however many times you want to do that. Breathe in and come back into neutral. Nice breath. And relax. Okay, another yoga move called the cat-cow, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to embrace this core. So I want you to feel in here tightening up now. Okay, so you're holding everything in into a nice 4-point position. Hands below shoulders, knees below pelvis. Okay, and we're going to go into what's the cat to start with. So we're going to flex that spine. This is a flexion. Bring that stomach up, draw it up, chin onto chest. We've got a nice curve on the top of our back. Hold that. 8 to 10 seconds, breathe in. Try and relax. And force your hands through the floor. Deep breath in, and we're going to go the opposite way. Okay, so we're going to push that spine down. We're going to put it into an extension, head back into what they call the cat position. Sorry, I think this is the cow position. Again, 10 to 8 to 10 seconds. And up again. I'll probably do this about 8 to 10 times again, see how I'm feeling. There's no limit on it. And back. Okay, lovely. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to try and mobilise and get some rotation into this mid portion of the back, what we call the thoracic spine. That's where the rotation happens when you're going through the back. So, from that position again, what we're going to do, I'm going to now, what we call is abduct the leg, so stick your leg out, okay? Same side, you're going to hand just rest on the back of your head, so nice and spine's in a nice straight line, and what we're going to do is bring the elbow down and rotate out. So we're trying to imagine that we're rotating around the spine, so if there was a rod going straight through my head, coming out my bum, into that area there, that I would be rotating around it. We're not going up, we're not going down, we're rotating. Okay, take it to extreme. Just feel that little tightness come in. Deep breath again. I do this about 8 times, 8 to 10 times. No limit. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Nice and slow, no rushing. Relax. Back out to the other side. Left leg out now, abducted. Rest on there. We've got that line, that rod going through us, and we're going to rotate around it. In 8, 10 times. I won't do them all for you. Nice and slow, nice and relaxed. Arm back down, slowly come back out of that manoeuvre. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to take that cow position, okay? So we're going to get again 4 hands under each shoulder. Nice, comfortable base. We're going to go into that cow position, and we're going to do the same. Holding, this time we're going to rotate, holding that cow position. You will now feel this into that lower lumbar spine a little bit more, maybe into the upper lumbar spine and into that lower thoracic area there. So again, just a little rotation. You can put your arm on your, like holding that extension of the spine, that curve. Yeah. And holding that and rotating while holding that position. It's quite a tough one. Again, about 8 of those. Relax. Come back out. Back into your cow position. And we rotate. Really feel that. Good one. Again, about 8 times. And then come out of that and relax. So now we're going to get some more flexion and extension into the lumbar spine and into the spine itself, and also we're going to start working into what they call the quadratorum muscles, the QL muscles, and they can cause a lot of aggro into that lower back, and a lot of the times it's these that are causing discomfort. Okay, and they're the little stability muscles that sit on each side of your spine at the lower back, go up your lumbar spine, cross the 12th rib, and back down to your pelvis. So about the size of your hand, they're like little pork chops, one on each side, and they can be what's causing you the discomfort a lot of the time. So what we're going to do, we're going to work into those now as well a little bit. So I'm going to go into some stretches. They're nice and easy. We're going to put our hands together. We're going to stretch them out as far as we can in front of us, and we're going to bring our heels down towards our bum, chin on towards our chest, and really stretch out as far as you can, pulling them arms away from your body, pushing that bum towards the floor, on towards your heels, pulling that chest in, and back out. Deep breath in, and same again. Good. So we're going to adapt that slightly and start trying to get into these QLs a little bit more. Okay? So this time, opposed to going back, what I'm going to do is going to take my right hand and I'm going to take it over towards my left hand side to about 10 o'clock. So as we go back, I'm going to put my hand over to about 10 o'clock on top of my left hand, and I'm going to take the bum back down towards the heels again. So reaching over a little bit further now to my left hand side. You start to feel this now coming through this side area of your back, opposed to through the middle.
10 seconds, breathing again all the time, nice and relaxed. And back out. Other side, I'm going to go to about 2 o'clock. I'm going to put my right hand down, left hand on top, heels to bum. You can really feel that coming in now. Really stretching into those QL muscles, pushing those heels, pushing that bum down towards my heels. Deep breath in and slowly come out. This time we're going to adapt that again, make it a little even bit more difficult. So now I'm going to turn my knees in towards 10 o'clock. I'm going to put my hands to about 2 o'clock. Okay, so now I've got this curve going on, this lateral flexion of my spine. And we're going to take that bum down towards those heels again. Now you will really feel it pulling into those QL muscles. This is a fantastic stretch. Really push that bum into those heels. Really stretch that left hand out as far as you can. Really, really good stretch this is. Really, you'll feel it pulling right up here through that QL. 10 seconds, breathing into it. Feeling that stretch. Deep breath in, relax and come back out. Same on to the other side. So I'm going to put my knees to 2 o'clock. My hands are going to go out to 10 o'clock. On top of each other, heels into bum, and really stretch. Really, really good stretch this is. 10, 12, 15 seconds, whatever you feel comfortable with. Breathing all the time, relaxing. 3 or 4 stretches, 3 or 4 of these. Again, there's no limit on them. And back out. Okay, great. From that position now, what we're going to do is a little bit of mobility through that lumbar spine. Okay, so I'm going to lie onto my front, proper prone position. Okay, stabilise yourself with your arms. I'm going to take my left leg, keeping my chest on the floor, and I'm going to rotate over to the opposite side. Back to neutral, and I'm going to rotate onto the opposite side. See, I'm trying to keep my chest on the floor. Back to neutral. Don't do this too fast. Back to neutral. And I'll do this again about 10 times on each side. You will feel that again into that lower back, that mid portion. Brilliant. I love this one. Lovely. And again, probably about 6, 8 times on each side. Lovely. Okay. And then to finish off, I just go into our cobra and our ball again. So into that tight ball. Chin on chest. Deep breath in. Chest extends. And we push into the floor. Just finish with about 5 or 6 of these. And back out. So that's it. That's my lower back, thoracic back routine. Give it a go. See how you get on. Please give me some feedback again. And like I said, any requests, keep them coming in. But more importantly, everyone, please stay safe, look after yourselves, and let's look out for each other. Thank you and see you again.